Hi everyone, I'm Amy, the roaming historian, and today we're going to Rome, Italy, and to my favorite building in the entire world, the Pantheon. So just one second here, let me share my screen with you so you can see the pictures I've put together. And there she is. I'll tell you about the first time I ever saw her. Oh gosh, she was so beautiful. My husband and I, it was our very first time in Rome. We had almost missed our flight. There was all sorts of problems, and we got on the last flight out of the States to Italy. We landed in Rome, and we show up to our hotel. The hotel doesn't have our room ready, and so we decided we're going to just go explore. So John and I go explore, and I said, "Let's go to see the ancient center. Let's go to the Pantheon." And of course, I don't know where I'm going, but it was weird. It was one of those moments where you're kind of like, I, he was getting tired. He's like, "Are we almost there? We don't have a map. We don't have anything." And I said, "Yes, I just felt it." I said, "It's right around the corner." And sure enough, we turn around the corner, and then I see that beautiful rotunda here. I see that beautiful curvature, and I knew I had found her. Oh, she's so gorgeous. She is the very first thing I see when we get to Rome. Now I've seen her well over a dozen times. She is the last thing I see before I leave. And I always give her a hug, which is to the amusement of the guards who are standing next to her with machine guns. And then they smile at the crazy blonde who is hugging a big granite column. Right here, you can see it's an ancient temple. Pantheon means all gods, meaning every divinity, basically. So it was dedicated to all the gods of Rome. It was originally commissioned by Marcus Agrippa. And so you can see here, M. Agrippa. It was finished around 27 BC on his property. That structure then burned in 80 AD, and then the present Pantheon was built on the ruins. So it's still about 2,000 years old almost. The current iteration was finished finally around 125 AD during the reign of Emperor Hadrian, sorry. In 609, then the Pantheon was converted to a Christian church. This saved it. I mean, because here, I'll show you. You can see back here the big bronze doors. Well, those bronze doors were, the Vatican borrowed them, let's say, to turn it into this baldacchino in St. Peter's Basilica, among other things. So that happened a lot. I mean, a lot of the most beautiful structures in Rome have been kind of pillaged by the Vatican. Sorry, Vatican. Sorry, Catholic Church. I mean, no offense, but you know what you did. And so, they have taken and borrowed, I'll put that in air quotes because they're certainly not returning any of it. But the Vatican is quite beautiful. You can see all the marble on the floors. These are often borrowed from other places, other ways as well. Here we see the enormous granite columns, and these lead to this enormous bronze doors, which are replicas of what they used to be. And it lets you know, you're entering this place of grandeur and magnificence, and the interior is it's a study of beauty of marble with sculptures and paintings and reliefs adorning its walls. Look at these gorgeous frescoes. And so you find yourself twirling like like you're doing the ballet, you're doing a little pirouette as you just, almost make yourself dizzy looking around. And it is a church. It's a working church, so you need to dress appropriately. There might be mass going on, or some type of ceremony. There are tombs. For instance, the Pantheon uses the tomb for the painter Raphael Sanzio. Royalty also have their eternal resting place there under the Pantheon stone. I love this quote on his tomb, roughly translated: "Here lies Raphael, by whom nature feared to be outdone while he lived, and when he died, feared herself to die." Speaking of that dome, the dome is a single shell of unsupported concrete. It is awe-inspiring. It's an architectural marvel. Its oculus opens to the sky to let sun in. And so, I mean, I've sat there and been rained upon. I will lay on I'll lay on the benches, the pews, and I'll just look up. And sometimes I have had rain mist. Sometimes they'll drop flowers, petals down through that. Sometimes snow will come down. 1300 years later, this dome of the Pantheon inspires, it would inspire Brunelleschi in Florence to make the dome, the cupola for the Duomo, the main cathedral there. And so Santa Maria del Fiore, the church there. It also inspires Michelangelo's dome for St. Peter's. It inspires the U.S. Capitol building. And then outside, for a really overpriced drink, you could go to one of the bars and just gaze upon it. I do sometimes, but for a really underpriced drink, I just sit here. And this is Piazza della Rotonda. There's numerous eateries on either side of this picture here that line the square, but I'll just kind of sit at the steps of this fountain and watch. So, well, thanks for coming with me today to Rome. I hope you enjoyed my favorite place, the Pantheon, and I hope you have a great day and happy travels.